Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, and as always, we'll be watching these volume spike columns. Once we see a stock spiking up, we check the volume to make sure we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. Once we confirm that, and we confirm it by watching these numbers, this is the kind of volume flow you want to see. What's happening right now? A nice battle between the buyers and the sellers. Once that is confirmed, you will see the price run up. You'll see me mark a resistance level here. When the price pulls back, you'll see me mark a support level. If you are a beginning trader, you want to plan your entries down here on the support level for the bounce back up. But don't pull the trigger here on the support level unless we have these long, tall volume bars in green poking up above this yellow line. And that this indicator here is trending upwards. We like it to see like this area here, not this area here. So real quickly, we will watch for a volume spike. You'll see me click on it. I will confirm the volume, that we have nice volume flow. Is the price moving up? If it is, I will mark a support level, a resistance level when it stops. And when it pulls back, I'll mark a support level. We'll look down here, confirm the entry with these volume bars. We want them to see tall and green and above yellow, and this indicator in the proper direction. Never trade off my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed, and delays could cost you serious money. Also, reach out to a financial advisor. I am not one. I build indicators and teach you how to use indicators. So make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice, use any of my indicators, or make any trades under watching this live stream. I thank you for joining me this morning, and we have about 2.5, 3 minutes to go before the market opens. If you haven't noticed, the SPY has been in a free fall since midnight last night. It's down about 5 points. Hopefully it'll get back up above the 34 EMA, and I'm talking on a 15-minute SPY chart. Hopefully it'll turn around. We'll get some positive action today. Seen a couple stocks moving around this morning. HOTH and Nu Ze made a small move up, but back down now. Not seeing anything currently moving. We'll wait till 6 o'clock, see if it maybe triggers up a new stock, and we'll try to get a play on it. About a minute to go. Make sure you have your TIF, that's time and force, on EXT, which stands for extended hours, so you do not miss a trade. About 10 seconds to go. All right, let's see what the Lord has for us this morning. Watching these volume spikes. watching for these numbers to move. I'm also watching 6 other scans. Not seeing anything yet. Hoth is trying to push up a little higher. That's HOTH. Also, BBLG is moving. I can't chart both of them. I'll switch back to both of them. BBLG not moving as much as HOTH. Yesterday we had some internet issues here, not related to my own personal connection. My connection is good. It just seems to sometimes not connect to anything. I had a couple of scans not working yesterday. This morning it seems like these two may not be working. But I do have other scans running to help me get through this. Also on the phones yesterday, our phone internet was down for more than half a day. I don't know if it's this CrowdStrike thing still affecting everybody. I don't know if that's been corrected. It could have a lot to do with it. But I do know there's some people around here that can't use their ATM cards. Some of the banks are still down. I don't know if this is accidental, deliberate. But anyhow, there's an internet issue and it may affect our trading this morning. We'll see how it goes. Amadeus, so you're being affected as well. Have you tried changing it to a different scan? Use that same window, but change it to a different scan and then change it back. Milo, you must have one of your scans more than 50. That's usually what causes that. Even if you're not using that scan, if it's set to 100 or higher than 50, it's going to affect it still because it's running in the background. You have to check each and every one of your scans that you have in your system. BBLG pushing up. BBLG, not very much volume. It's sluggish, but it is running up. 100,000 on that last minute. Continuing to climb here, it looks like. This is BBLG pushing on up. Nice run up. 225 now, 235. You guys must have woke up and started buying it. 245, 255, 268, 267. Thank you, Lord, for this money. I'm out. Good job, T. I guess that's Terry. I can only see the first letter. Good job, Terry. What a run. Maybe getting its second breath here. It did not give me a pullback play, so I did not mark out support and resistance. Pushing up higher, 275 now. If you are in profit, you should take it because we don't know how far this is going to go. Still pushing higher, 287 now, 288. Good thing I have these other scans running or I would have never spotted it. You know, it could be a Schwab issue. They could be affected as well by this internet connection thing. These scans could be coming off a different server. You never know. Let's see if we get a pullback. I don't really trust it since we've had two run-ups already. So I'll mark the resistance level. Let me zoom in a little bit here so you can keep a closer eye on it. If this candle pulls back and doesn't drop down any further than here, we may get a bounce up. Or it may continue to fly. There's nothing else moving this morning. Other investors may find it and drive it up again. Did not get a pullback play out of it. It went right back above that 260 mark. Now it's retesting 260. Let's see if it'll stay above it. I'm going to go ahead and remove that line and maybe set a new support and resistance. That 275 would be resistance. As soon as this candle closes, I will mark the support level. But then we're going to watch for a green dominator bar to come in to see if the buyers come back in. That long wick on the bottom of that candle are the buyers trying to push it back up. I'll go ahead and mark support. We need to stay above that 237. If we drop down below it, we may continue to drop. Nu Ze now pushing up, a little bit late on it. The scan was a little late. Tall wick on the top, that would be sellers. Let's see if it pushes up a little bit more. This one not as strong as the last one. Seems to be lacking buyers. BBLG, I'm watching it on another chart. It's still dropping. A lot of buyers coming in on Nu Ze. It may push its way back up higher. Nice green dominator bars. You want to see these bars take off, and when they take off, that price is going to fly. Needs to break that 222 level. Good job, Fumagoo. Bob, on the level 2, and to be quite honest with you, I don't think this is as accurate as actually watching what's happening on the chart. I've had plays where we had some red down here in level 2, but yet the price continued to go up. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they still have a little issue, But if you select the full book on here, all you're doing is you're looking in a deeper depth of the market. It's just going to list more. But I found that also to be not as accurate as it should be either. I mean, I've seen it going up, the numbers going up and the price going down, and I'm watching Nu Ze. It is flying. Those buyers did come in. Continuing to push. Keep an eye on these dominator bars. When they turn red, those sellers are coming in. Even if you just see a little bit of red, doesn't mean you have to immediately jump out. Just make sure that it doesn't turn solid red and take all your profit away. Two good movers this morning, Nu Ze and BBLG. This one seems to be getting weaker now. Tall wick on the top, or the sellers driving it back down. Do we get more to it? Let's see. We need to break that high. There we go. The buyer's coming back in to push it up to 280. It's getting overextended now, so don't get too brave here. Good job, Philly Will and Chad. Starting to develop wicks on the top. That tells me there's some weakness there, so be prepared. If you are in profit, lock in some profit. You don't have to continue. You don't have to get out all the way, but lock something in. And that's the reason why right there, that's a 40-cent drop from $3 on one candle. So always lock in profit when you can, and when that candle is at its highest point, if you can nail it. Most of the time I can't. There's that red bar coming in. These are sellers. But you should be out by now already. You should have been out when you saw this wick developing up here, or at least took a lot of profit. See you later, Philly Will, and God bless you, brother. Well, that was two right out the gate. Praise the Lord. Yeah, I think something is up over at the Schwab place. These don't seem to be active enough for me this morning. Nothing wrong with these scans. I haven't changed them. It's definitely going to be on the Schwab side. Or maybe the internet problems. NIVF may be making a move here under low volume. So we don't just jump in here. As you can tell, it's not as active as the last two. Thank you, T, for that compliment. It makes me feel really good that you have turned your trading around. And that's the case for most people here. And believe it or not, it's even helped me because the more I preach it, the better my trading becomes as well. So we all learn together. So what's saving me this morning is the unusual volume scan, which is this one here. If you're not running it and you're having trouble with your pre-market scans, you may want to load this one up. We do have several scans that work in pre-market, and they are called unusual volume, the precision scan, the daily breakout scan, and the momentum scan. All of those scans work in pre-market, along with pre-market risers and custom. So I've got all kind of eyeballs on the market. Steve, be careful out there. You know how those idiot drivers are. T, the old scans will still work. I did not change them. I just fine-tuned them to eliminate some of the stocks that did not need to be in the list, the ones that were not moving. So they're basically the same. It's just that I filtered out the garbage. Unusual volume, precision scan, daily breakout, momentum. But if you load all of this stuff, you're going to need more monitors. I think it's worth the investment. Just wait till Christmas time. Monitors get down to about 89 bucks. Load up on them. Just make sure your PC can support them. So if you're late getting here, you missed two really good runs, HOTH and NUZE. and actually BBLG. So 3 runs. Very important you're here at 5:55, 5 minutes before 6 o'clock. Get set up, ready to go, wide awake, coffee in hand, blood pressure meds. You know the drill. Watching the scans closely. See if we can get another runner in here. Looks like SERV may be bouncing around. Don't see anything there yet. That was yesterday's play. CJET, no action yet. Let's check Mara. Mara may be coming up. If I can find it. No, no action on Mara yet. Let's go back to HOTH and see what happens there. I don't think it's going to do much more. The rush is over. Could move up later in the session. NVM, Fumagu says. Well, did I type it in wrong? Oh, that's never mind. Man, you type some letters in there and I'm going to type them in. Yeah, I caught on. Good morning, Picker. Glad you could make it. Picker is over in Hawaii, so he's really up early, like 1 a.m. to do this. And I was just on PIRS. Yeah, not doing much. Bouncing around. It could take off, you never know. Doesn't have enough activity or volume for me to get interested right now. I want to see a lot of buyers coming in. I like to describe this volume as like ants on candy. They're really attacking it. It is moving up nicely though. Watch out for the spread. It's way up there, 28.52 cents. That could cost you a ton of money. Thank you, T. Slowly making some progress. PIRS. Man, I can't just push myself to buy it because I'm afraid I can't get out of it. And I'm not going to hit it with 10 shares if I hit it. More like 1,000 or two. But I probably won't be able to get out, so I'm going to stay clear of it. Sometimes I will pay a 25-cent spread if I'm expecting a dollar, $1.50, $2 out of that move. Sometimes I take the risk, but if the volume was higher and the spread was around 20 cents, I would get in. Under low volume and high spread, probably not. Time fall, we don't buy them after the run up. The volume is not there anymore. Usually there's some kind of catalyst behind these stocks. We don't check news, we check buyers and sellers. That's what I do. And if the news is good, you'll see these numbers take off. Not necessarily this morning because these two scans are acting up. But if it's good news, these numbers take off, and I will click on them and bring them on the screen like you saw this morning. So once they're done, most of the time they're done. But sometimes when the regular session starts, they will take off again. Maybe even sometimes during pre-market. That's why I always say put them over in a personal watch list and keep an eye on them. My personal watch list is a bunch of other charts, so I can really keep an eye on them and not guess if the numbers are higher. I can actually see it visually on the charts. All right, PIRS trying to push up a little bit. My blessing indicator is pointing south. That's weakness. These are sellers bailing out. Is DMA a stock or is that an expression? The RMA, it looks like maybe. Thank you, Fumagoo. Looking at the volume, it's not fantastic, but it's better than most. It could push up. Since these two scans aren't doing so good this morning, I'm going to change over to the unusual volume. And the precision scan. It does make a big difference when you can just look over there, view a chart, instead of having them in a watch list where you only see the price moving around. Visually on a chart, you can really watch what's happened quickly. All right, do I get in here? The volume did pick up dramatically on this stock. Waiting to see how it responds. I'm seeing some profit takers in here. They may be getting tired of waiting for it to run. 159,000 on that last candle. And this is an undecided candle, so be careful here. Don't know if it wants to go up or down. Usually a sign of a reversal when you see that. Yeah, but 6 minutes ago it may not have had the volume it had running up. Probably wouldn't have been interested in buying it when it first started moving. Buyers could find it still and drive it up. That happens. They see something moving, then more people see it moving, and all of a sudden here comes the flow. $103,000 on that last one, rising a little. And if you're noticing I have a red candle going up, I'm running a special script. It's called Master Scalper. And it's letting me know that the price is going up, but the indicators are not in alignment. This one is coming down. So it's warning me, be cautious. You may need to get out here. Thank you, John, for that compliment. I'm glad they were able to help you. I know they helped me. I have it on all my charts now. BBLG, it's probably just creating a lower high, but I'll take a look at it. Let me zoom out some. Zooming out helps you get a better picture of the stock. So it's up there at, that's used to be a support level. Now it's a resistance level. So it's up at resistance at 235. Milo, it could be the internet messing up. You have a connection, but the data stream is not strong. That's the CrowdStrike error. Last I heard, it's going to take them 10 days to fix it. I don't know why so long. Maybe they want it to be a disaster that long. I guess we'll just see. Martina, I've got 19 charts running. You are welcome, Swad Safari. The ones I'm watching this morning that ran up are HOTH, NUZE, and BBLG. BBLG currently falling. It did make a lower high. NUZE made a lower high. HOTH made a lower high. Backside of the runs can cost you money. You got to be really careful with those. Milo, I know everyone likes to play around with the RAM setting before you log in on ThinkorSwim. I don't find that to be beneficial. I've actually upped mine and ran into issues. I think TOS has the numbers nailed with just the default setting. Maybe you want to try bringing that back to default. That's if you have changed them. If you can't find the default numbers, I can't do it unless I sign out, but we can hook up later today and I'll give them to you. DRMA. Is it finally going to move? Did the buyers finally find it? Seeing a lot of sellers. But it's not real volatile. Or Milo, you might can just type in Google ThinkorSwim default RAM settings. Pushing up now. More buyers are finding it. A lot of sellers taking profit now. There should be some buyers coming in right behind them. Long tail on the bottom. That's the buyers pushing it back up. Nice green dominator bars. above the yellow line. That's what we like to see. This yellow line is average volume, so we are above average volume. Volume picking up. Sellers starting to take profit. Have a lot of buyers there keeping this price from dropping. It may continue to rise. TNXP, cheaper stock under $1. I will not be trading it. 66 cents currently. Volume is nice. Ants on candy, right? Green dominator bars coming in. Watch out for these tall wicks on the top. This could be a pump and dump. Don't just buy because it's green candles. These are sellers. Remember, tall wicks on the top are sellers. For some reason, I just have a feeling this Dharma stock, DRMA, may take off. It's trying to get up there. They're not driving it like I like, though. I want to see fast movement, a lot of action. It's kind of slow crawling. Then I'll be sorry later I didn't buy it. That's how that goes. Dharma is the backside of a move. Time fall, is that a question, a statement, comment? Yes, don't answer the question. Is it a comment or a question? Ah, I see. Yeah, these colors are going to be different than down here. Sometimes. It all depends on if everything's lined up. All right, I'm glad I didn't get into DRMA. TNXP, that's at 66-cent stock, now at 67. Hollywood, that would be a guess if I were to answer that question. I can't predict future. I only watch what's actually happening. And if you're new here and you don't know what this purple line is, it is not VWAP. I don't use VWAP. I use the 34 EMA. To me, this is a lot more accurate. Most stocks pull right back down to the 34 before they run back up again. They may bounce off of this 34 all day long. But if you run this 34 EMA, I think you're going to benefit from it. And I turned it VWAP colors. I don't know why, I just did. Looks like HOTH has a temptation candle, trying to convince you that it's going to run again. I don't believe it will. It's the aftermath of the first run up. Other people got left out. They're all anticipating it's going to go again. I just know it is. But they already missed it. Chasing Joy says SYRA. Let's check it out. And they would be correct. Here we go again. Green dominator bars. My blessings in the proper order. Let's just make sure it's not a pump and dump. I don't like these tall wicks on the top. Big red dominator bar. Those are sellers. Time and sales are flooded with red. Watching it closely. Lots of red coming in time and sales. Don't be tempted. Lots of sellers. Tall wicks on the top. Them are sellers driving the price back down. Not liking the performance on this one. And there you go. Would be nice if we could short them in pre-market. Vu, there's a link to our Discord at the top of the chat up there, the white and yellow banner looking thing. If you click that, you can sign up to Discord for free and upgrade. And you're going to get something like 60 scans, 30 indicators, all of us to talk to, 3.5 to 4 hours of live trading. Chase and Joy, no need to be sorry. This thing could have went to 50 bucks. You never know. Post what you see, please. TKNO. Make sure you check volume on these stocks too. We don't need anything that's low volume. This is useless to me. These stocks have to really have some volume moving. So make sure you check volume before you post a stock pick. And if you don't mind, put them in capitals because I am a one-eyed person and it's easier for me to catch them quicker. Nu Ze, probably just another bounce, a small bounce. It's got to break that 222. Volume picking up nicely. Thank you, David and Sanchez, for posting it again. Tall wick on the top. For some reason, my finger's wanting to click the mouse and my brain is saying no. So I'm going to stay clear. They're not in agreement. Those two parts of my body argue all the time. My finger and my brain. Pushing up a little more. I see buyers coming in. We're at 257 resistance. Let's see if we can break through it. This is where Terry buys in. He won't get in right here. He's got more brains than that. He probably got in at the bottom. Slow crawling back up. Probably will make it to that 280. I'm going to just take a guess at it. If it breaks 280, it'll probably run. First, it's got to break 257, and that's not confirmed unless this candle closes above 257. So that candle did close above 257 and may come down to retest that level before running up more. Retesting 257. All right, we need to stay above it. Let's see if we get the bounce back up to 280. All depends on the buyers. If there's enough buyers to drive it up even more. If it sits here too long, they'll freak out and sell off on it. Pushing up now. Let's see if we make it to that 280. Struggling to get there. Nice tall green dominator bar. We may pop up here. Let's see. There's that 280 and the breakthrough, slight breakthrough. So that was 257 to 285 if you played that pullback play. I did not. I want it to break 280 and then run to $5. That's what I wanted. Good job, Yandros. There's that push that I'm looking for. $3, 308. Come on, you can do it. Get up there. Where are my buyers? 320. I'm going to get out here. I caught 348 on that bounce. I didn't get the top, but close. See, this is a lot more action than crawling slowly up to 281. I knew if it broke that level, it was going to pop. And it's still popping to 372. Am I sorry I got out? No, I'm not. I got my piece of it. That's all I wanted. See you later, Fumagoo. You have a blessed one, brother. This is why you keep them charted on another monitor. High at 372. If you're in profit, take it. There'll be another stock one day. $388 now. Yes, YouTube, I know I should have shut you off already, but I want you to make money too. But I do have some not so good news for you. I'm only going to start live streaming on YouTube Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I need to give myself a little break through these summer months. Once we get to swinging hard again, I will go back to 5 days a week. So starting next week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays only. So be aware. See you later, Steve. You have a blessed one. Nu Ze pulling back now. You should have already been out of this stock. LUMN. It's right here in Magic Scan. I'll keep an eye on it. Pulling back hard currently. I'll mark resistance and support. Let's see if it'll go up. It's only paying pennies. I'm not going to get into this one. That entire move 12 cents from bottom to top, so I'm not really interested in it. Maybe 15 cents. I'm watching BBLG. It's just another bounce, I believe. Trying to push up a little more. Let's see if we can break that 237 resistance. You can see it stopped on it back here. All right, Milo, good luck with it. I'll send you my settings after the live stream, just so you can confirm, because I've never changed mine. And I'm running 8 monitors, you know that already, with no issues on the default RAM settings. So BBLG put money in the bank this morning, and Nu Ze put money in the bank 2 times this morning, and Hoth put money in the bank 1 time this morning. Those were our 3 blessings this morning. So BBLG currently having trouble getting above that 237. Good job chasing joy. And those of you that are new here, and maybe even some of you that come here daily, you know we try to make all of our money in pre-market and call it a day. It can very easily be done, and you don't have to fight the battle when the bell rings and try to algo trade all day long. The action's currently in pre-market, so be here every morning if you want to make money. If you notice, the SPY is still moving down, but we are making the bank go up. SPY has lost about 6 points since midnight. FT, I'm running the ultimate system. I'm running a tower. Very expensive video card, lots of RAM, lots of processing power. I'm streaming to 2 platforms, Discord and YouTube. I'm watching NUZE. I'm thinking it's going to break through. It's already on a run up. Here we go. 410. Does NUZE pay us 3 times this morning? Let's see. I'd love to see that white arrow stay in there. That means it's going to run. But it keeps going away. Rich, there's a Microsoft tech on YouTube. I think if you type in the CrowdStrike thing, he tells you how to go into the System 32 and find CrowdStrike and delete those files, and it brings your computer back to normal. I don't remember the video though, and my systems were shut down at the time I watched that video. So I have it in my history somewhere. I'm going to go back later today and delete those files. But I think if you type in CrowdStrike in YouTube, that video should come up. That's not correct, Milo. There's thousands of people running these scripts. I'm going to say you're probably affected by the CrowdStrike thing. All right, I did find the link to that video in my history. This is the video I was talking about the CrowdStrike correction. I'll post it over in YouTube as well in case you guys are affected. NUZE looking strong here. It's holding this high price level. NUZE pushing up. I want it to break that 410. That would be way up here. If it breaks that 410, we may get another run out of it. All right, we broke 410. Let's see if we can get some power into this stock now. Needs to stay above 410 though. Here comes the run. 444 for the high. Need some buyers to come in now. Watching the green dominator bars right here. I need this bar to break that yellow line. That tells me the volume that's coming in is stronger than the average volume. So I'm not in it yet. Tall wick on the top. That's not a good sign. That's sellers driving it down. Tall green dominator bar battling it out. Did not happen on that candle. Sellers are coming in. Could just be a fake out here, but may continue to crawl up slowly. I'm liking the dominator. Need a taller candle though. The my blessing is not quite right. And pulling back. Milo, you might need to just get away from laptops. I had to. Might have to buy that tower. And I know you just bought one. You can go trade it in. Or tell them it's not working for you. White arrow, that's a good sign. Let's see if the white arrow stays. All right, YouTubers, I appreciate you joining me this morning. It's time for me to cut you loose. I need to get over to the premium side of Discord. I appreciate you joining me this morning, and as always, you have a very blessed day. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 5:55, and let's make some more money. As always, God bless. I will see you tomorrow.